Welcome back, folks, to some more Pool of Radiance. It's getting nighttime now. It's dark. We're heading to the front entrance of the Temple of Bane. Now, I haven't done a whole lot of grinding or power leveling or anything. Normally I would come here with my mages having level 3 fireball spells, which helps immensely, so I'm going to try this not overpowered. You stand in front of the entrance to a large shadowy temple. An old blind decrepit orc stands outside with 8 orc guards. As you approach, they move, allowing you entrance into the temple. Alright, and they basically did that because we're carrying the holy symbols. I think they let you do that either way, but supposedly you're supposed to have the other holy symbols that we've already picked up. Probably best if we do. Might need to rest here, and they might not let me. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. While in camp, you're suddenly attacked by orcs. Battle begins. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill some orcs. I might have to return to the previous place. I'm just going to let the quick battle do its deal. The orcs go down dying in troves. Killed like Mexicans versus orange groves. Alright. We'll go ahead and share the money there. I'm just going to go ahead and save myself the time. Uh-oh. We gotta keep all you non-believers out of here, the monsters say as they begin to leave. So hit the road, you bums. That's what I thought. A group of ogres. Yeah, I'm gonna combat them. You better... Hey, flee. Little bitches. You're in a room that is filled with the dead bodies of orcs, previous victims. Amidst the bodies you find some jewelry. Will you take it? Now, when I was in the previous video, I kept running around the room searching, and I couldn't find any of the damn treasure. Well, I learned that you have to actually just enter the room with the search command on. And that's it. So if I would have just done that in the first place, I would have found it right away. Just a matter of entering the room with search on. So, now that I've learned that... Also, my buddy Byron, who's doing the Kryn Gold Box games right now. Be sure to check out his channel. He informed me that I could have taken the box for Khadora and actually had the Thieves Guild replace the seal after opening the contents, which would have pitted me some gauntlets of ogre power. However, there are 2 more sets of those throughout the game. I believe they just set you to 1800. So I guess they might help for Ember Dew and Fidget. So I still have a chance to get those. Not going to matter on any of the other characters. So as long as we don't miss the other 2, should be good. That's assuming we don't find better gloves that are more advantageous for them to use in other areas. I don't know. I haven't looked ahead on the game. I'm just kind of playing bit by bit. So a lot of people that LP, they completely plan the entire LP before they even get started. I, on the other hand, go with the flow. I'm going to get into another battle here. I'm going to fire off a sleep just to kind of help things go along a little quicker. That's when it's really good to have darts on your mages, because they can just toss them and start messing shit all up. Now, if I don't successfully rest this time, I'm just going to pause it until I do. I know you guys wouldn't be mad at me for implementing the fix cheat on this, since it's on every other gold box game, but I'm trying to hold as faithful to the original as possible. Son of a bitch. And we'll be back once I get healed up. Well, alrighty then. So, until you clear the Temple of Bane, you're not going to get to rest. I went ahead and went back to town, and I actually got to level up Ronstock, Emberdew, and Clot to the next level, level 5. Got them their max HP, of course. We'll be abusive. We gotta keep all you non-believers out of here. They talk a big talk. Went ahead and rested at the end too to get our spells back. At this point, pretty much everything is gonna run away, which I don't blame it. I'd run away from me too. Alright, here we are inside the temple. On the floor you find a trapdoor. Will you open it? Do 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 do. Once we take care of Mace and his buddies, we'll be able to rest. On the floor you find another trapdoor. We'll open this one as well. And another trap door. Could be all kinds of magic stuff here. The minute you find the treachery, a large group of orcs charge through the temple doors. Leading them is a half-orc who's screaming, "Kill! Kill this scum!" Alright, so let's go ahead and start casting as many clouds of sleep. There's Mace. I'm going to try to get this stinking cloud off in time. That should get his spell fucked up. Now we have a lot of leaders here that can cast arrows. Or excuse me, not cast arrows, launch arrows at us. I want to throw wizards and shit. So you definitely want to keep an eye on that. As you can see, just did 5 damage to Lilith. Our mages really can't hold up with that. So we're going to cast all the spells we can with our wizards. Missing doesn't help, by the way. This is going to be a long battle. Sure, don't bother to cast like hold or anything. You'll notice they'll shoot out your mages quite often. This archaic AI is actually smarter than most of the modern games I've played. Okay, as soon as you can, get your sleep spells out there. Put more of these bastards to sleep. That's a good chunk of them, I'd say. Definitely don't want our maids surrounded by orcs. We're going to remedy that here real quick. Okay, the leader is actually helped us at this point, so we can kill him. But we're going to hold every other orc leader that we can. I can't believe I didn't remind myself to buy fucking darts. That was just stupid. Plain stupid. Oh, you go, boy. I wouldn't really call this great positioning on their behalf. Their archers are in front and their meleeers are behind. Probably should have been vice versa. Then again, they're orcs. Alright, Mace got out of the stinking cloud, so we're going to start casting other spells to mess him up. When that stinking cloud clears, we do not want him casting hold person, or it's going to be quick work on our party. Of course he fucking misses. We have most of the orc leaders asleep at this point. Except for a few. Alright, stab that orc with a dagger for 3 hit points. Right in his foot. For some reason, these orcs remind me of the 2 guys from Andromeda, from the Space Quest series. Their little pig faces just remind me of that little pig snout. Speaking of which, looking forward to the space venture, which they're creating here soon. I pledged enough to get a signed box copy. Once the Kickstarter shit starts rolling in, of course I'll be doing LPs and, you know, videos of all that good stuff. He's got 1 hit point left. Not too worried about him. We'll be a dick, just for dick's sake. Once we kill their leader, there should be a pretty good bomb on the morale for the orcs, which Mace just went down, so. And Durton's up in here whooping ass. We want to make sure Durton stays alive so he can help rebuild the temple afterwards. Right now it's looking pretty good. Just need to get rid of these leaders with the crossbows. Keep our melee fighters in front, and we should be victorious. Mirror image Kyrul. And we're going to start taking down leaders with our more sturdy characters, of course. At this point, I'm going to start moving my mages backwards just so they can't be hit by the arrows. Again, make sure you bring darts with your mages, unlike my stupid ass. Every little bit helps in these fights. They could be throwing darts at helpless characters and killing them, whereas I'm wasting melee attacks on them. They're going to start coming around. I knew that was going to happen. Two mages versus one orc. We got this. Oh, Durton's moving in. He's getting ballsy. Should be dropping here soon. About to lose their last leader, which is going to petrify the shit out of them. alrighty then. I'm just trying to attack their morale directly at this point. They'll start fleeing here in a second. Yeah, what's that got to do for your morale, bitches? Mage is slaying you and shit. Dwarves plugging arrows up your anus. It's not looking good for the orcsies. They're going all out, though. All right, that was a pretty fair share of what I call a battle. On the dead body of the half-orc cleric, you find a piece of paper. You put the paper in your journal under 25. Durden says, "Thank you for helping us regain our temple. I must stay here now. I bid thee farewell." Let's check out Journal 25 before we end the video. Here we go. An official-looking notice. The number of undead creeping out of Valhegan Graveyard is increasing. These undeads have been disrupting training, destroyed property, and killed many of our troops. Patrols have been sent into the graveyard to reconnoiter and determine the source of undead. None have returned. Under your responsibilities as priest of Bane in the city, you must help combat the menace. Lead a group of acolytes into the graveyard with the purpose of discovering the source and leader of the undead. If your group can engage and defeat the leader or destroy the source, do so. If your group is outmatched, return with your information so that we can form an assault group with clerics and troops. Upon completion of this mission, you will be in line for promotion to the next higher rank in the hierarchy of the Temple of Bane and Flan. Signed, the boss. Alright. We're also going to save after that whooping we took. By the way, all those weapons we found, the hand axe, dagger, hammer, mace, morningstar, scimitar, spear, and short sword, those are all +1 weapons, so we're going to get a retarded amount of money for those as well. In front of you is an altar that is smeared with blood and covered with crude black handprints. What will you do? Well, fucking destroy it, of course. You destroy the evil altar and an uneasy feeling leaves you. Now we can rest and heal up here. And upon that note, I'll see you in the next video, folks. Thanks for watching Pool of Radiance. Ha 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 ha!